In this video, we are hunting a box of pennies. We'll be looking for any wheat cents from 1958 or earlier. We'll also be looking for any foreigns, proofs, varieties, or any other cool things we can find. And we'll also be pulling out the copper. There is one ender in this box right here. It is a 1998 Canadian cent, so hopefully that's a good sign. And let's start the hunt, and I'll bring you in when we have a find. Roll 7, and we have our first find. It's going to be a Canadian cent by the looks of it. It is, and this one's from 1966. Roll number 9, and we're going to have a first wheat cent because I just opened the roll and I see the edge of one right here. Doesn't look like it's going to be super old. Yep, just a 1948 out of Denver. Roll number 13, and we're going to have our second foreign, and it's one away from being an ender, and it looks like it's going to be a young head Canadian penny. It is decent shape. And it's, of course, a 1964. Next roll number 14, and we have another Canadian cent near the middle of the roll right here. This one is a 1991. Roll 17 is that Canadian ender, and it is that 1998. Roll 18, and we have wheat cent number 2 of the box. And it's a 1957 out of Denver. Roll 19 is the second roll in a row with a wheat cent, and this one has the oldest of the box. It's a 1940 out of Philly, wheat cent number 3. Roll number 20, and we have 3 rolls in a row with a wheat cent, and this one also is a Canadian. We'll grab this Canadian first. It's another 1966, and then the wheat cent is just a few coins in front of it. And it is a 1953 out of Denver. Roll number 21, 4th roll in a row with a wheat cent. Pretty crazy. This one is a last year 1958 out of Denver. Roll 22 broke our streak, but roll 23, we're going to have yet another wheat cent in the front of the roll right here. Doesn't look too old. Another 1953 out of Denver, wheat cent number 6. Roll 27, and we're going to have the 6th Canadian of the box right here. This one's from 1979. Roll 35, and I just uncovered another wheat cent. This one is a 1942 out of Philly, and it's wheat cent number 7. Next roll, and we have our 8th wheat cent. This one is an obverse facing 1954 out of Denver. Roll 38 is going to have 2 wheat cents. Both reverse facing. First one is right here. This one is 1940 out of Denver. And the next one is right here. This one is a 1952 out of Denver. Roll 41, and we have another wheat cent right here. Doesn't look old at all. 1949 out of Denver. Roll 43, and we have another wheat cent. It's going to be wheat cent number 12. And it's in last year, 1958, out of Denver. Next roll, another wheat cent, and this will be wheat cent number 13 of the box. And it's another 1958 out of Denver. Penny box has been hunted, so let's go over the finds. We got 4 1959s, 12 Estimates, and 12 2009s. We got 6 Canadians from 1998, and then the oldest was a 1964 Younghead, so that's pretty cool. We got 13 wheat pennies, all in the 40s and 50s, but still 13 wheat pennies. And got a little less copper than normal, about a third of the jar, but still decent amount. So overall, it was a good box.